The Honourable Member David Bennett.
Thank you, Mr Speaker, and I'd just like to congratulate you as well on your ascension to that role, and I'm sure you'll do a very fine job as you have in your time in the House, so well done and congratulations. Just like to pick up on what that last speaker said. She finished her speech saying that this government had done nothing for road safety and how we were ineffective at dealing with the issue of road safety. And let's look at a little bit of history. The Labor government had 9 years and did nothing on road safety. They said everything you wanted to hear but did nothing. It has taken us 2 years to make the most effective changes in regard to road safety that this country has seen in recent times. We have put out the Safer Journeys document, a document that went out for consultation, that was there in the public view for nearly a year, that was around for people to have their say. It was a document that covered the bases. It went through all the options in road safety, and it delivered some real and tangible solutions in road safety. And this minister has taken those on board and made positive and real change. I encourage the people of New Zealand to look at that and look at the reality of actually doing something in the road safety area, not just talking about it, actually delivering solutions that are in the best interests of New Zealand drivers and especially our young people. And when we hear about the Labor Party coming to this House and talking about doing these SOPs in committee stage, they're going to stand up and do all the politics they can, say that they would change this and change that, when they never actually did anything when they had the chance to do something. We are doing something. We are setting us up so that we can actually have a better and stable, more roading environment going forward and looking after the safety of our drivers as we go forward. And where we look at the big impetus of this legislation, or the big changes that it encourages, there's two real areas that you've got to look at. One is the driving age around young drivers, and that is something that I think we need to also commend Peter Dunn, who's also always been an advocate in that area, and also the sanctions for serious and repeat drink driving offenders. Those are the two big changes in this bill. There's a number of other changes in regard to certain bylaws issuing and penalties and such like in regard to some of the demerit point system and alike, but they're pretty much going to go under the public radar. The two things that the public will remember about this bill will be the age of which it is to drive, and that is raising the driving age to 16 from 15, and that is to give us consistency with Australia and other international comparators that we use. And the second thing is to toughen sanctions for serious or repeat driving offenders. So that basically lowers that breath alcohol limit to zero for certain drivers and brings in the introduction of alcohol interlocks for repeat drink drive offenders. Something that I think the public is very supportive of. We hear a lot when we go around our communities, did we read the bill? This is the new spokesperson of Transport for the Labor Party that never even was at the Select Committee. But he'll stand up in 5 minutes' time and he'll be standing up saying how he's going to change this bill. He never even was in the Select Committee. He wouldn't even know what's in the bill. And he's going to be telling the world about how he would change it and make things different. Well, we look forward to your contribution tonight, Mr Jones.
Order. When the member use the words you bring the Speaker into debate. It is not permitted. You're debating in the House. You debate through the Speaker, not to the Speaker.
Yes, we understand, Mr Speaker. Pinching Labor policy, and they're going to try and change it if it's Labor policy. Well, that's typical of the Labor Party. But in a conclusion, Mr Speaker, this bill is very simple. It has two main parts to it, that of the raising of the driving age and that around toughening the sanctions for serious and repeat driving offenders. The latter is something that the community out there, when you talk to them, are very serious about seeing something being done around the driving and drinking components of our communities, and that will meet with a lot of support, I am sure, in the community as people want to see that toughened up so that there are better rules and regulations in that area. And so we commend this bill to the House.
I call the Honourable